Hey, Master One, if you could hear me. Master One, if you could hear me. Hey, Master One, if y'all can hear me. Master One, if y'all can hear me. Tonight, law class, law class. Shalom, we're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, starting out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. We teach that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the 12 law tribe according to the Bible. We ain't affiliated with any of these other Christianized organizations, Muslim mosques, or these other fake Israelites. We are the home of the truth. We are 1 West. And if it wasn't for 1 West, I.S.U.P.K, none of us would know that we are the Israelites according to the Bible. Today is my law class, but even more into depth, today is a law class specifically for the sisters. Specifically. And the reason why I say that is because of the simple fact that 2 or 3 weeks ago prior, Tierra Mack, a senator in Delaware, was sitting here twerking on her head, showing her behind, and she is a black woman. A black woman nowadays in America wants so much empowerment, wants so much authority. She want to feel so entitled, but in the same sense, all this freedom and all this opportunity that you got, the first thing you want to do is show your ass on camera, as if that's what's gonna give you empowerment. That's what's gonna give you respect. And it is seeping even more over into that, because it's 3 parts. It's 3 sets of women I'm gonna be talking about today, and it's starting from the beginning to the destruction. The second one is Glorilla. This one that say F and F nigga free. F nigga free. Come on. A lot of y'all women say y'all queens and goddess and this and that, and y'all got the audacity to say F nigga free. As if you don't need a nigga. You can do as such. You know what I'm saying? You run the land. This and that, and men need to abide by you. Abide by a whore. What is a man going to do abiding by a whore or an ill-mannered woman? Look what happened to Adam. And I could be an honest man right now. Look what happened to Adam when he sat there and followed after Eve, an ill-mannered bitch. Simple that. Simple as that. She had an order from the Lord, and she had an order from her husband not to do what she was not supposed to do, and look what happened. And again, I love my sisters, but at the end of the day, a lot of these brothers out here are weak because they want that pearl. They want that jewel that's in between your legs. They want that blossoming flower between your legs. That's what they want. So they're going to tell you whatever the hell you want to hear. Whatever you want to hear for them to be able to get in your box. They'll fly you out to Miami. They'll fly you out to Maui. They'll fly you out to Vegas, Cancun, Bahamas, Jamaica, New York, all of that just to get a little piece of a box. And you know what they do when that box ain't no good like you thought it was? They throw your filthy ass away. Right. And they not wrong for it. But in the same sense, they are wrong for it. Because according to the Lord, sex is marriage. If you put your rod in that woman is your wife. And you need to deal with her as if she is your wife. You need to uphold the leadership as a husband, as a man of the household, when you stick your rod into that woman. Other than that, if you don't want that rights and responsibility, don't taint that woman. Because that's why a lot of sisters out here act like goddamn Glorilla. A lot of women out here act like that young sister that got AIDS, or Gina 2. A lot of young sisters out here acting like a damn Rihanna, and so on and so forth. Because brothers really seem as if they got to pay for a piece of box instead of using your mouthpiece. Be honest with that woman. If you want some behind, you want some box, whatever you want, be honest with her. If you got another woman that she know, be honest with her. Why the hell are you a goddamn coward? You being more of a bitch than what she is. Salaki, excuse me to the ladies. He being more feminine than you are. Than you are. But again, today is law class. And the third person come up is Gina 2. Gina 2. This is another young sister that's dying currently from AIDS and HIV. Dying currently. And she named various artists. Chris Brown, Dave East, Chief Keef, who the other one? Nick Cannon. These brothers is from different regions of the United States. Different region. And right now she got AIDS and HIV. That woman's 27, 28 years old, and she weighed no more than my nephew. My nephew is damn 4, 5, 6 years old. And she got the audacity to get on there like a proud woman and say, I gained 20 pounds, y'all. I'm coming along. No, you're not. They probably feeding you through a damn straw, and you're still going to die of damn AIDS. Die of AIDS. Just like every other man in the industry, you done let stick they rod in you. Just like everybody else, that same man that you got that tattoo from for free, because he want a little box, he's gonna die just like every other woman he slept with. But again, today is the law class. Today is the law class, and again, I'm starting with Tierra Mack, because women out here are used to being like Megan Thee Stallion, IG models, being ratchet and have no worth. But I'm starting with Tierra Mack because she making it seem as if women, educated women and modest women who actually been to school can be whores. Then I'm going all the way to women outside of Tierra Mack that's actually ratchet from the hood, made one song and they talking about F nigga free. F nigga free. And every last one of them little whores in that group probably don't have a husband. And then I'm going to go all the way to Gina 2, a sister that's dying from AIDS right now. A sister dying from AIDS. So I'm showing you the destruction on behalf of this law class. And again, we're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. We're not affiliated with them purple and gold dude who killed our sister Joy Morgan, who, you know what I'm saying, passing around rods to their leaders in that congregation and making it seem okay. We're not affiliated with them other guys that make it seem as if it's okay to rape a 12 or 13-year-old sister because she get on her period. We're not those guys who go to a strip club to see ass and breast and vagina to on the Lord's Passover when the Lord doesn't even condone another man lusting after a woman. Right. So that's the points we get into today. And if you could, pull Hosea 4 and 6 if you could. And Brother Kai, pull Joel 39 and 17. Oh, Because y'all really have to understand, sisters are not going to succeed. Sisters are going to be destroyed when they feel like being a whore is okay. Sisters got men they talking to, but yet still sleeping with this man until the other man shows up. Sisters have to understand, if that man's giving you weed and all you doing is giving him box, you are a whore. You're not getting over. You're not a bad bitch. You're not a boss bitch. You're a goddamn whore. A dog is better than you. A fish is better than you. That's what it is. A dog and a fish is better than you. If you feel as if a man needs to do something for you or to you for him to get some box, you are worse than a damn dog. At least a dog know where the father is, and the dog know all the children, and she makes sure she take care of her children. You are worse than a damn dog. You're worse than a bitch. Simple. Go ahead, Op. Hosea 4 and 6. Mm-hmm. But again, you know who I blame that on? I blame that on the Christian church. I blame that on your grandma and granddaddy. Because they 60, 70, 80 years old and nothing changed in their life. Nothing changed in their life, and they still feel as if, go to the church. Go talk to the pastor. The wise older people, Brother Corn, know so much, but they've been in the Christian church since they was damn 7, 8 years old. I'm talking about from the cotton fields to the damn Section 8, and they still don't understand that the pastor means me no good. Right. The pastor means me no good. What's up?
Like most I said,
they stiff neck.
Right.
Stiff neck. Take a look out there and look around, man. Take a look around. Look what's going on among us. All these sisters independent, but you independent on what? You independent on what? Because you call 5 different men in here for rod. You ask the same oppressor, the Caucasian man that you say you hate, for approval on child support. Right. That's why black women in America will fail because of being whores. Go ahead, go ahead. Hosea 4 and 6. Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Hosea.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 4, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
The Lord said, my people are destroyed from lack of knowledge. My people is black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, if it's according to your father. Your father. If your mom's European or whatever, it has nothing to do with her. If she's African, according to Zimbabwe and in Libya and Somalia and all that, she has nothing to do with this.
Right.
We're talking about niggers that are actual black. We're talking about actual damn Haitians
Right.
that are Negro. We're talking about actual Hispanics and Native Indians, the ones who went through the trials when it came to America. So the Lord's people suffer from lack of knowledge. Reason why we lack of knowledge because our leaders. Tierra Mack sat on the damn YouTube video I was watching with the brother talking about some. She has the right to be free. She has the right to do what she wants. She has the right to be a gay queer woman. She has the right to twerk and have fun. Last time I checked, them same European girls that go to the club and have fun are the same European girls that wind up missing and raped. Fun is not with AIDS. Fun is not with being a drug addict or overdosing on fentanyl. Fun is not having 5 kids and you can't take a break and you got to work 2 jobs. That's not fun. But this sister right here has the audacity to say, I'm going for senator. I'm doing this. Who gives a damn about a senator?
Right.
Who gives a damn about a president? Who gives a damn about your Greek fraternities? Who gives a damn about your Christian church? When you start thinking you matter and you got to do certain things to feel free in America, is the time that we as a people start failing. Because the simple fact that you feel as if it's all about you. The time you think it's about you is the time we all fail. The time you think it's about you is when your goddamn child fails.
Right.
That's simple as that. The time you think it's about you is when your mother fails. Go ahead, Doc.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
I will also reject thee.
All right. So the Lord said, because thou hast rejected knowledge, thou will reject thee. I'm going to talk about Magic Johnson real quick. That man older than me. He probably my father age. Both, you know what I'm saying, father and stepdad age. I'm pretty sure he knew about AIDS and HIV. I know he known about it. But the thing is, how did he contract AIDS and HIV? Right. Was it unprotected sex? Was he doing mouth to mouth? What was he doing? And that's the thing, because he rejected knowledge. If you want to sleep and put your rod in the whore, you rejecting the knowledge and you know you get AIDS. See, that's the thing that gets me when it comes to these Christian, these conspiracy theorists and all that, saying, oh, people getting shots is the reason why we got monkeypox. What about the time when you put your rod in that woman or that man put his rod in you and you got AIDS? Is that a conspiracy? Did you? Who done that? Or you just want to blame it on somebody who was carrying it? I thought, why can't you call it a conspiracy? Why can't you say you the fault? See, there ain't no conspiracy and no pointing finger when it comes to that. But when it comes to monkeypox and it comes to you know what I'm saying, UFO, y'all want to come to a conspiracy. But what about the conspiracy when you contracted AIDS and HIV? What about the conspiracy about you being homosexual and now you got monkeypox? Where's that conspiracy? You don't want to believe in the Lord, but where in the hell did the disease come from, Brother Corn? And you know what they say? Oh, the white man built the disease. It's always pointing a goddamn finger. That's why black folks is so goddamn ignorant and stupid. But again, I blame because of Christian church. But at the end of the day, it comes to a point to where you can't continue to blame anybody. Right. It comes to the point to where y'all bastards can be on the plane. I just got off a flight 2 weeks ago. Everybody's head is in their phone. Now, how many of them people are actually researching something for the better of themselves or their family? When it comes to what's in food, or what diseases is going around, or what's yet to come when it comes to this war, other than damn Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and Snapchat. Everybody's so in tune with Nick Cannon and everybody else, the better ways of being a whore. Where's the conspiracy when it came to you setting up that appointment to lay with that man when you got a husband at work and you catching AIDS? Right. Just, what's the name of that movie? Oh my gosh, it's something anatomy. It's something anatomy. It's a Tyler Perry movie to where this guy was trying to build up his business going through college. And the woman was not getting any attention and she listened to her sister. And the first thing she did when she listened to her sister, go lay with a rich man that was on a plane. And when she went to go lay with that rich man that was on a plane, she contracted AIDS. and that man left her. A couple years later, the same man she left came into that same job that she was in with his family and his wife, and he sat there and looked at, didn't even show no hate towards her, but she was dying of AIDS and HIV. Where's the conspiracy with that?
Salaki, so I think it's called temptation.
Temptation. I mean, whatever it's called. But that's a movie. So where's the conspiracy with that when she left her husband that was trying to build something for the nation of his household to go lay with a rich man? That rich man gave her she contracted AIDS and HIV. Where's the conspiracy for that? But you know, you got a lot of sorry black bitches that would say that man's wrong. He's the one who gave it to it. So now it's, again, sisters gonna say the black man's wrong when it comes to certain things, but when it comes to other things, they say the European man. I thought the disease came from the European man. Now the black man got to speak on behalf of the disease that a European man gave him to her, and now he got to take the blame for it. Let's throw the conspiracies out the window, because black sisters, this is law class again. We are going to fail when it comes to y'all want to sit here and indulge in what America got going on. Right. When y'all want to be in Whoredom. And again, it's law class. I'm going to show you it's a law to not be out here with your behind out. Being a whore. Being a filthy adulterers like Jada Pickett. Go ahead. Go to Joel 30. You got 39:17? All right, rip that one more time. All right. Like it. You got somebody? Oh, Salaki. Somebody on it? Ain't nobody checking in nothing?
All right, you got let's see. First person is Marcus, and then you got Ratazak, Yahanna, and then you got Sister Tikba, and then you got Brother Latalia Allah.
Most I ain't cry. All right, go ahead.
Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. But because thou hast ejected knowledge, I will also eject thee.
Right. The Lord will reject thee because you rejected knowledge. The Lord will reject thee because you rejected knowledge. Everybody know I went to sex ed in like damn 6th grade when I was at Sequoia Middle School in Atlanta, Georgia. I didn't know, before I left, we didn't learn so much, but they told us about just women and men, the basis of it. And everything else I had to learn along the way. But one thing I learned along the way was AIDS and HIV, chlamydia, gonorrhea, and I knew what condoms was doing. Condoms is supposed to protect you from pregnancy and protect both parties from, pregnancy, and then, contracting the diseases. I learned that. The Lord didn't have to teach me that. But if I were to reject that knowledge and say, oh, it's whatever, I can do whatever I want, then I contracted. Whose fault is it? I learned it. The Lord gave me enough to sit here and look. If I lay with a prostitute that walk up and down the damn Main Street, you got a possibility of catching disease. Right. Or getting stabbed by their pimp or something like that. Go ahead. Kazamar.
Job 39:17. Mm-hmm. Because God have deprived her of wisdom.
See, now this is where we at with Tierra Mac. The Lord has deprived her of wisdom. This is to going through all of this, showing her behind, thinking she's going to come up. Meaning, all reality, she's going down. Right. This is to have a death threat by European people after she showed her behind. And you know why? Not only because she shouldn't be sitting here trying to vote, being in their what would you want to call it? Not congregation. What's the word I'm looking for? Their society. Their society. I'll take that. Because she want to be so much into their society. They know the simple fact that she will get votes because she's showing her filthy, smelly ass. Right. She is showing her behind, and they know she's going to get votes. Right. Because the whole mainstream media in all these actors, when it comes to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women, they show their behinds to get where they need to be. Right. European women just don't do that. Yeah, you got Marilyn Monroe, but Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women do it by the galore. They do it with pleasure. Come on. This is a sinner. I ain't never heard of her in my life until she got on her her head and her hand and then started twerking. Right. Twerking. And then had the audacity to twerk. This is what make it bad. Had the audacity to twerk, knowing men in LGBT women are going to be attracted to that, and had the audacity to say, I'm queer. I'm queer. Like, you only like women, but you use your body to get men votes. Other European men to get votes. Meanwhile, you have a threat on your head. You have somebody who really wants to threaten you. Hold on real quick. But you don't understand why it's going on like that. The Lord is setting you up for destruction, man. Setting you up for destruction. And it sucks for the simple fact that this sister is actually a college goer or graduate, whatever the case may be, and she teaching women that's educated, women that's actually modest, to be whores. What's the difference between her and Megan Thee Stallion? Somebody. And there's only one thing.
I guess you say Megan Thee Stallion is a musician and she a politician.
That's exactly Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. That's exactly what I was looking for. She's a politician, and Megan Thee Stallion is an artist. They both got college degrees.
Right.
They both do.
Man.
They found out Megan Thee Stallion got her degree. First thing these little filthy whores said, "Oh, she got her degree. She could do what she want." That's what they said.
Right.
Megan Thee Stallion got her degree to make ratchet women feel as if you can be ratchet and have your degree and still be a whore and a slut.
Right.
Then you got Tierra Mack that's sitting here for modest women and women who've been in college. Oh, you can still be a slut and a whore as long as you got your book studies together. The same damn thing. The same thing. And Tierra Mack don't understand she's going down in destruction.
Right.
She's going. It's some things I be want to say behind this camera. She is losing it. She is losing. These people already threaten you on behalf of a senator. I ain't never heard a woman get. I heard black football players getting threatened. I mean, let's be honest. I heard black football players like Donovan McNabb or LeBron James, people getting stuff burnt in their yard, but I never heard a woman in society, in that high place, to get threatened on behalf of that threat.
Right.
But that's coming for the European people. That just shows. That shows. Go ahead out.
Because God have deprived her of wisdom.
The Lord has deprived her from wisdom. She thinks she's doing something so powerful, trying to stand with everybody. Meanwhile, the same way you think you standing with everybody and you could just do this and you could do that, all reality, you're failing. Those people accept you until you're used up. They accept you till you're used up. Just like an old prostitute. She good in her prime, and when she turned 40, 50, and she ran through by the whole street or the whole city, then let's go ahead and get the next 17, 18-year-old.
Right.
It's the same damn thing. She used the hell up. Go ahead.
Neither hath he imparted her. It's like, neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
He never imparted her understanding. Never. Go ahead. That's it.
17.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. What time she lifted up herself.
No, you good. All right, so now this is where it's coming into the law with Tierra Mack. Pull Leviticus 18:6. Now we're going into the actual law. Because as of right now, you know what I mean? I ain't heard nothing from that woman that was trying to battle me on Facebook, Kai. You know what I mean? I ain't heard from him a whole day now. But a lot of y'all say the law done away with. You know what I mean? We could do whatever. Or God knows my heart. Or I don't need the Bible. God is within me. And since he's within me, you'll know the truth. Right. That's a dumbass lie. A dumbass lie. Right. Kazamar say you can eat 6 of these chips out of 10 of them. And then what I think in my head, I'm gonna eat 10 of these because I'm really hungry. Kazamar ain't gonna worry. Meanwhile, those other 4 chips were for his child. But it live in me. You know what I mean? Just the Lord live in me. I could eat 6 chips and be all right. And now his baby got to starve another whole day because I ate the other 4. Let me know where you got it out. 18:6. This is law. This is law for you filthy, disgusting women that go downtown Greenville all type of night. This is for you disgusting women who have dressed like Glorilla, and the rest of you sluts that's out here in South Carolina, Spartanburg, Simpsonville, Greenville, all through Sherrall, Charleston, Columbia, Monetta, Anderson, all of you, Lawrence, Union, Rock Hill, I mean, we could go all day. I could name every city up in upstate. Taylor's, Travelers, the rest. Where else we going with this? Every last one of you. Every last one of you. For all y'all that feel the need to have your butt out, your whole attire, your lingerie that's for your husband or for yourself behind closed door. I'm talking to you that think you could come out here and say I feel comfortable. No, you're insecure. That's what it is.
Right.
You're insecure. The same way y'all say, oh, a man shouldn't feel no type of way about his woman going out here dressing like whatever and he's insecure. No, you're insecure. Because you need men in your face to say, damn, you look good. Or damn, let me get your number.
Right.
Or your man let you come out like that. You are an insecure bitch. And you'll never have a man. But you know why? Because the law done away with. The Lord say, not the Lord Salaki. I'll never put that on the Lord. Christian pastors, like, all of them say homosexual come and run the choir rehearsal. You know what I mean? You could come as you is, whatever the case may be. Meanwhile, you wonder why you don't get respect. You wonder why men call you bitches every other day when you don't text back in the first couple hours. You wonder why you can't be trusted. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why you don't have anything going for you other than how much behind and breast you could show for another 3-5 of some damn weed. And you can't even cook. Can't cook. Your house nasty as hell. Nasty. Go ahead, Kai. Go ahead. Because I ain't letting up on y'all. Cover up. You want a righteous man. You want a man who going to do right with you. The first thing I told y'all a couple months ago, the first thing you can do, the first 2 steps, cover your ass and shut the hell up. If you can't do that, whatever you get in return, you deserve it. And I say that with pride.
Right.
Go ahead.
Leviticus 18:6. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover their nakedness.
So anybody that's kin to him is this nation. Anybody. Your mama, your best friend, that whore at the goddamn strip club, the same way these brothers go to the pool and they be on, hold on, let me talk to them. The same way they be on Facebook, where it be 8-9 men lined up, shirtless, with the light-skinned squinty eyes, thinking you doing something for these whores out here. You are sinning, and you look just as weak as it. How can 8 men be in the same goddamn living room, bro? Same living room. Men go to the damn gym, Quan, with no shirt on, thinking they working out and impressing somebody. All reality, you look like a homosexual. A homosexual. Because the Lord said, don't uncover yourself. And at the end of the day, even if you ain't a homosexual, do you want a homosexual man coming up to you, approaching you, on talking about how good you look and how he want to pass you a number? A homosexual man see you with your shirt out, he's intrigued now. He's interested. What does that man have to offer? Because you already know the most gangster niggas out here now, they gay. They already homosexual. Right. So by you out here naked with these gray sweatpants on, the cucumber challenge and all this disgusting vile sexual deviance y'all got going on, when the homosexual man pull up, who wrong? You enticed him. You chose to want to you deceiving yourself, man, if you expect something else out of what you're doing. Simple as that. If you're doing that in front of a homosexual man, understand what you're doing. You're not pulling up. You're not getting women doing that. You're not. Because there's a whole lot of accusation going in the industry right now to all y'all so-called lovers, and they come up find out they homosexual. They homosexuals. And the ones that everybody's saying actually homosexual, y'all don't even know. Like Big Boogie, let me get on him. Y'all say, oh, he looks so good, this and that. That nigga twerks. He twerks. He's a grown goddamn man. A grown goddamn man twerking. He's a grown goddamn man leaning on other brothers, popping his ride. And you think that no. You going to the pool, you going to the beach, you doing this, you going to the club, showing Salaki, going to the club, showing a thong through fishnet pants and bra, walking with a homosexual man and thinking you're doing something. No, you're not. You're dying. You're dying. Because the same way y'all want to sit here and entice everybody, again, understand, everybody might not be a sicko, Brother Quan. And I'm just speaking. I'm just talking. So it ain't to him. But everybody might not be a sicko. But there's always that one sicko who will come to the club each and every goddamn weekend. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And sometime Wednesday. And what they do, they'll sit here and pray on the most drunk bitch up in there. Don't matter what the race is. Sometimes they'll constantly come back to see if the same chick gonna come in and the same shorties. And then what happened? Because you want to be so friendly. thong all up your behind. Thong all up your behind, and then you got the audacity to say men shouldn't rape you. Damn right they shouldn't. But at the end of the day, if you don't want that to happen to you, help prevent it. Help prevent it. The same way y'all say, oh, a man needs to be in the household with his kids, but he always getting locked up, selling drugs, this and that. You know how he can prevent himself from going to jail and being with his kids? Stop selling drugs and get a job. You know how y'all can prevent him from going to jail and being with his kids? Take him the hell off child support. That's how you can prevent it. So put something on your clothes, because you look disgusting. I'm going to be real with you. You look like a bed bug. You look like a goddamn roach. Exactly like that. You bite. Go ahead. Bro, I'm not laying off y'all this time. I always give y'all room, not today. You got some?
Oh, nah.
Got some? Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I mean, it just goes to play. I don't know if you can play it, but this sister got down. They got gospel twerk music talking about dropping love for Jesus. I'm dead. This is not a lie. I ain't capping. It's right here.
Let me see this real quick, man.
Let
Let me see. Nah, man. Let me drop it low for Jesus. They gotta be Jesus. Cause y'all drop it low for Yahweh shot. Y'all gonna be perfect angle to get your head cut off. Drop it for Jesus. Drop it for Jesus.
Yeah.
What did Tara Mack just do, Kaz?
Tara Mack, she dropped it for Jesus. So
What did Glorilla do? See, I ain't even get there. She drop it for Jesus. What do these prostitutes and whores at the club do? Drop it for Jesus. The club in a Christian church is no different. It's one and the same. Only thing that make it different is goddamn big hi-hats, cheap perfume, and gospel music. That's the only thing different. Only thing different. Anything else on that card? Tara Mack dropped it for Jesus, but on her head. On her head.
dropped it on her head. It's like, and you want the rest of that?
Go ahead.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the stuff we talked about. Now, Leviticus 18:6. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover their nakedness.
So you should not approach anyone that's nearest kin to you. The nearest kin is Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Not just because it's your parent in the household. That's the same too. But it's as a whole, because the Lord deal with us as a nation. You shouldn't be sitting here like Uncle Willie on Thanksgiving peeking at the kids while they taking bubble baths. You shouldn't be doing that. And there's a lot of sick ass aunts out here too. Don't think we forgot about y'all. It's not all about the men, because a lot of y'all women had tortured some of these brothers out here too. And you could name two, Kevin Gates and Chris Brown, and that's all I'm gonna give you. And look at him now. Look at Kevin Gates. Look how big his goofy ass is. Look how goofy his big ass is. Goofy as hell. All man, but goofy as hell. That's all on them. Mm-hmm. So again, that's a law right there. That's a law. You should not uncover anybody. Only person you should be uncovered and is your children if you helping them out, being a parent. You know what I mean? Or some type of grandparent, whatever, as a chaperone over a chap, and your wife or your husband. You shouldn't be undressing nobody else. Nobody else. Nobody.
Right.
Because if I'm not mistaken, Salaki, I could have sworn that's why Ham got cast out. Because they uncovered in the tent. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's what the story is. Go to Ecclesiastes 26 and 25.
Ecclesiasticus?
Because this precept we might have pulled is going to show. I'm going to just say it. This precept right here is going to show what a shameless woman is. And the way she had the audacity to get on there, it not made it seem like twerking was bad, Brother Corn. She made it seem like she twerked to get attention for the queer community because she's young and free. She's a senator. All these things that don't mean a damn thing. You better off saying you was twerking for money, and I'm not condoning that either. But because you're a queer, It was queers and homosexuals all the way in Sodom and Gomorrah. Give us a new lie. Give us a new reason. Because you're having fun. Women twerk at home with their homegirl. Give us a new reason. Find a new reason for all of this. Stop coming up with the same reasons on stuff and expect somebody to buy it. Expect somebody to buy it. Just like women say, oh, well, man, oh, what about if it's the other way? Double standard. It's not about the double standard. It's about you. It's about you. Because, again, the same reason why you act like this is because of men. Because of men want to go to Christian church and men want to accept a Christian filthy whore. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Ecclesiasticus 26 and 25.
Right.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
A shameless woman is somebody, Brother Kai, who will say on Facebook, if they gave you $300 million to run around the mall asshole naked for 3 minutes, would you do it? A shameless woman gets on there and say, I will do it. I'll do it for a week. You're willing to sell your behind out for money. That's a shameless woman. You're willing to say, run a nigga pockets for a piece of whatever because you're a shameless woman.
Right.
You rather say it's just weed and you can do whatever you want to do. Why? Because you're a shameless woman. You rather put that man on child support and knowing you know that child need a father in their life, but he go to jail and you're okay with it because you're a shameless woman. And what, Kai?
But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
Her that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
Right.
A woman who doesn't want to go out here and show her nakedness, her flesh, that beautiful body, that body that you love, that no other man you know could see it. A shameless woman ain't gonna show that. Not just because that man, but if she ain't got no husband, because the Lord said it. Because the Lord said it. Oh, a shameless woman will understand that I ain't got no weed, even though weed is wrong. I ain't got no weed. I'm not giving up my box. I'm not about to give no man fellatio, or my vagina, or my anus, or whatever, or a hand. None of that. I'm keeping it real. She is not gonna give up none of that for no money. She ain't gonna give her daughter up for Uncle Terry or whatever this guy name she's sleeping with, to get high back like they did in the 80s. That's a shameless woman. A shameless woman ain't gonna go to church the day after she just was in a club twerking. A shameless woman ain't gonna go to the club and twerk and seek love. A shameless woman is not gonna get drunk. Right. And high. Simple. Excuse me. A shamefaced woman. Right. A shameless woman gonna do everything I just said. A shamefaced woman is not gonna do any of those things. Right. But what she's gonna do is make sure her house is in order. Her man runs the household and runs her. Because it's law. It's law. Right. She's not gonna be out here. Go ahead.
Go with Kai.
Let me hear it.
Verse 26. A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all.
So a woman that will honor her husband, go to marriage. Somebody, give me, Zonovan Bible Dictionary, marriage. A woman who honoreth her husband. Sex is marriage according to the Bible. And I'm speaking to all of y'all sisters that say, if marriage ain't marriage without a paperwork or a wedding ring. I'm going to tell you straight up. Let me be very clear and listen. If you feel as if paperwork and wedding ring is a marriage, you're a whore.
Right.
You're a whore. You're the same as these women out here who only screw men for just because they want to screw and they're drunk. You're a whore. Because a wedding ring alone is value, just like $40 and 3 cigarettes. Right or wrong?
Right.
And then you want the sheet of paper, you want a man to submit his whole life for talking about prenups and all this, and when he divorces you or he get caught cheating, guess what you do? Take all his money.
Right.
Meanwhile, so you mean you gave him your box, and when you found out he was doing wrong, you took your box and everything that he owned? Value your box as if it's your life.
Right.
The same way the man got to value his household and this truth when it comes to I.S.U.P.K, the same way a man got to value his household and be willing to put his life on the line for the household and defend himself for his household, do that with your box.
Right.
Even if you know this man genuinely wants you, make him work.
Right.
See if he really do. See if he really do. I mean, that's why I tell brothers, raise your daughter to pick better men than you. You need to pick better women than your mom.
Right.
Because your mom was a whore too. Plenty of y'all. And we got stories all through the school. We know from people outside the school. Go ahead. Marriage. Because I'm going to tell you, a woman will honor her husband. Go ahead.
This is the definition of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Is an intimate, personal union which a man and a woman consent.
So, intimate don't always got to mean sex. Intimate could just be you massaging that woman, want to be with her. That's just a one level of it. Right. Just massaging, want to be with her. You wash her hair in the shower, she wash yours. Wash her back, whatever. Y'all cuddle all damn day, cook together. Whatever the hell y'all do. Right. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
To which a man and a woman consent, consummated and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse.
So it's intimacy, meaning you're dealing with this person, you're loving on this person, and then you got intercourse, meaning you're entering that woman, that woman's vagina. That man's is putting his rod, his staff inside of that woman's vagina. That is marriage. And that's what the Lord said. Right. And let me hold it up real quick. And even any of y'all that disagree with what the Lord said, y'all want to conform and take what America say, you're a whore and you're a dirty slut. Period. And there's no future for you. And whatever you get outside of not trying to grasp on what the Lord said, you deserve it. Right. You deserve it. Everything that happens to you because you don't want to sit here and conform with the Lord saying, you deserve it. And like I say 1,000 times, don't call nobody when you contract a disease or have a child. Don't call the law because this man need to be put on child support. Don't tell your mama, your homegirl, because he got disease and you contracted something. Die alone by yourself. Right. By yourself. Because you think your box is worth a paperwork and wedding ring or what a man got to give you. The man humbled you and he put enough game in to put his rod inside you. That should have been enough. That should have been enough. Because there's a lot of sisters out here you could show $1,000 to and say, don't even say sex. You could show $1,000 to and they still wouldn't give you nothing. Right. They still wouldn't. That's a shame-faced woman. Right. Start with the definition again. No, go ahead, Salaki, go ahead. You got it. You got no, yeah, go ahead. All right.
No, what I'm about to say was, you so right on that, man. What you're saying about the paperwork. I mean, the thing with that is like, say she say she commit adultery or whatever on her husband. Mm-hmm. The paperwork say y'all still together. Right. What if you want to leave? Right. That's how you know this ain't of God. It's not a biblical. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not the Most High. And then the thing with a man, so-called cheating, how they say, that man, he'll still stay with that woman. Right. Even though he likes a couple more. Right. Exactly. And that brother, he's spitting it real. That's just the reality of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community. Right. But they only respect the European man or the Muslim man because, you got the funds to pay for all these wives? Mm-hmm. Those are the same ones that's whores because they don't want to work. They want to make sure this man making $700,000, $800,000 a year so she can sit on her ass. But the other wife got to make sure she go to work though. Right. The same one that got a problem with is the one who feel as if he's going to take care of me, but damn her. Go ahead. $5,000-$6,000 for a wedding ring, a damn piece of glass, and they don't even understand diamonds really ain't worth nothing. Gold is worth more than diamonds. Right. Y'all don't even understand that. And then a lot of them, like Officer Bond was talking about, a lot of stuff lab made. Right. There ain't that many diamonds in the world. We seen what Floyd got. That man got thousands of diamonds. Now think about every other rapper and celebrity with them thousands of diamonds. It ain't that much diamond. It's more goddamn. I seen more rocks in my lifetime than real diamonds. More rock. And let me go ahead and bring this point out again before we continue. So women feel as if, and do mind the Lord, he said don't indulge in what America got going on. And again, let me clear it up. Sisters, is a lot of men out here that just want one wife and they're content with one wife. Like myself. I love my wife, man. She been good to me. I met her and that's all I need. But for the sisters that feel as if it's paperwork and wedding ring only that matter, does it still matter if he take his wedding ring off and he want to go cheat? Is it the same thing? Are y'all still married or y'all only married when he put the wedding ring on? Are you and him still married when you put the wedding ring on? Right. So if you or him lose the wedding ring, y'all lean on a sheet of paper.
But now what if the lawyers lose it in the document somewhere? What is it? What is it?
Right.
Your grandmama been with a man 17, 18 years, and they ain't number 55. Grandmama and granddaddy been together damn 60 years, and they 90, 91. Can't read or write. You know they ain't got no marriage certificate. They can't read or write. So go ahead and get all that Americanized bull crap out your head, man. Go ahead out. Read that definition one time for we proceed.
This is the definition of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Is an intimate personal union which a man and a woman consent, consummated, and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse.
Sexual intercourse. It ain't say nothing about paperwork and wedding ring. It ain't say nothing about holiday gifts. It ain't say nothing about Valentine's Day or what type of wedding ceremony. It didn't say nothing about that. Nothing. Go ahead back to that precept. Because a lot of these women in this industry, the actors, the porn, you know what I mean, executives and IG models, all of y'all are shameless.
Right.
Shameless. And the only women I know that aren't shameless but are shamefaced are the women of the I.S.U.P.K and sisters that actually shedding themselves of the world to be a righteous sister, a beautiful sister, a sister that's worth a damn, a sister that's really willing to die for. Because who the hell want to die for a whore? Every time brothers die for a whore, what they end up look at Trouble. Look at Trouble. Trouble dead, the other man in prison, and what that other whore doing? She probably got piped down 3 or 4 times since. Ain't writing nobody nothing, ain't giving nobody nothing. Ain't nobody want to die. Nobody should die for a whore. Nobody should die for a woman that feel as if sex ain't marriage. Who get the hell away from us? You're a headache already.
Right.
Go ahead.
A shameless, Ecclesiasticus 26 and 25.
Mm-hmm.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
As a dog. What's a dog? Whoever wanted. A bitch. A capital bitch. Go ahead.
But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
She is that shamefaced will fear the Lord. She understands if she go out here naked is a possibility she can be kidnapped or trafficked or raped. Right. Just 2 or 3 years ago, man, I think about 2 years ago, it was a couple thousand, 100,000 sisters was getting abducted in sex traffic. Not saying because they were naked, but I'm saying when you show your behind, that little creepy neighbor right across the road always know who's coming in and out that house. That creepy neighbor know that beautiful woman that's across the road. That creepy neighbor knows it. Go ahead, out.
God. Verse 26. A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all.
She shall be judged wise of all. She shall be judged wise of all. Brothers see that. All right, go to 1 Timothy 5 and 6. Because ain't no way we look at Tierra Mack and look at a sister in school and be like, bitch, you ain't wise. You dumb as hell thinking just because you twerk and you win senator, that's going to mean something. You dumb as hell. Because God forbid you have a son and he grow up and be like, yo, your mama got a big ass. She was twerking all on. Hey, what size waist your mama is? A 12?
Right.
You ain't gonna like that. Not.
What's your mama OnlyFans?
Yeah, what's your mama OnlyFans? She did what with that lollipop? Like you ain't gonna like that.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you set your son up for that. You did that to your son. It's like it, y'all. Got it. No, I'm good. You good on that too? Precept, yeah.
1 Timothy 5 and what, 12?
6.
1 Timothy 5 and 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Oh, I'm young. I'm a senator. I could twerk and have fun. That man, that's a sin. You living in pleasure. You are living in pleasure when it doesn't mean nothing. The hell we live in, you can't afford to live in pleasure.
Right.
We live in hell. You can't afford pleasure. You can't. And you're dead while you live it. Meaning you so caught up on being a senator and being known and standing up for queers and twerking and all that, you are dead while you live it. You, just like they say, dead man walking. Y'all know the Undertaker.
Right.
Dead man walking. Dead man walking, literally. You ain't got no value, no moral. You just doing whatever appease you for the moment. Meanwhile, you don't understand what's going on. And guess what results back to that? Your living pleasure You catch AIDS, and you're dead while you're living.
Right.
Now you look like the other sister we're gonna be pulling up on in the soon. Go ahead.
Sister Parakia Benyamian, rib of Captain Tazara, she said those types of women don't care about their sons or daughters.
Most High in Christ, sis.
Right.
Get that sister a hand. And those sisters really don't. They don't care. They don't care. That sister twerking on her hands and knees, and she expects somebody to really have some respect for that. Nobody deserves to give. You don't deserve respect. You don't deserve it. The only respect you deserve is as a human. Meaning, don't strike that woman. Don't rape. Or you know what I'm saying. Just as far as when it comes to humanity.
Right.
Don't rape somebody. Don't strike them. Don't steal from them. But as far as you talking about getting a man and you expect the man to hold the door for you and all this, and you're a whore, you don't deserve that.
Right.
You don't deserve that. You don't deserve to have a righteous man in the household to lead if you don't understand that sex is marriage. You're being a whore, Tierra Mac, and damn Glorilla and every other woman in the industries, because everything outside of that I.S.U.P.K is nothing but whoredom. Anything else on that? All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna start on Glorilla now, the one that said FNF, F nigga free, like she don't need a man. Her and her 10 other ratchet friends that had a pregnant homegirl on stage or on the scene twerking with a baby in her stomach. A baby in her stomach. Twerking with a baby in her stomach for a damn music video. Like it made a goddamn difference, Brother Quan. If they made it famous, she make it seem like they wasn't gonna make it famous if that pregnant woman wasn't in it.
Right.
None of them sisters got no love for that sister, and she pregnant to say, go ahead, sit this one out. When the baby come in on the next one. Nobody. It's 10 of them. 10. And it was men that she said that recorded the video. Who the hell has a moral, man? And again, black women are going to continue to fail in America when they feel as if whoredom is okay. You fail because of whoredom. You fail because you think you're supposed to fit in with a European whore, a white woman, Marilyn Monroe. I was about to say Marilyn Manson. Hell, you know what? He a freak too. I mean, the Kardashian. Y'all want to fit in with all of them, and you're gonna continue to fail. And if you want to fail by yourself. You deserve it. The hell with you. Go ahead. Matter of fact, Salakia, pull that link with Tierra Mac. I done jumped just a hair too far ahead. That first link. You got some? All right. Yeah, we about to pull a link real quick. It's short and brief, but I want y'all to hear this. Salakia. And a water bottle over there. Somebody got a water. Ain't no thing. Oh, just I take faucet water. Ain't nothing. Yeah, it ain't nothing. Oh, let me get the red cup. But yeah, so it's short and brief, and so y'all don't think I'm just making up stuff. This is what the press said, and it's gonna be certain things Tierra Mac said, but it's also gonna be certain things that the senator said. And it's gonna be short and brief. You know what I'm saying? Probably no more than 5 paragraphs. Probably ain't even that. That's how short and brief and unimportant it is. Her whole election is unimportant, and guess what? I hope she lose. So she understands showing ass is not going to get you anywhere. Just because you show your behind, only thing showing behind is going to get you is a sickness and a baby. That's it. In 1,000 rods. How many rods you want, that's all it's going to do.
Right.
So if she don't understand that, that's why I pray that she loses. I pray that she loses. Any women that wants to be a whore out here and show they behind, I pray for your downfall. I do. And it's going to sound like a hater move, but I say it for a reason. Because I might have a daughter.
Right.
He might have a daughter.
Right.
And at the end of the day, when our kids go to school, those other women, them other little babies out there, they look at them like role models and bring that nasty, disgusting stuff to our daughters. I pray on your downfall. Go to a sunken place and find out who the hell you supposed to be, man.
Right.
I ain't gonna show you no love. I don't give a damn. I mean, personally. Got on?
I'm waiting on the link. You ready?
All right, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. This is a link. This is an article from Newsweek.com. Video of Tierra Mac, R.I., state senator twerking on TikTok goes viral. Clip of Rhode Island state senator Tierra Mac twerking has gone viral and provoked strong reactions on both sides of the political spectrum. Mac, a Democrat representing District 6 in Rhode Island, uploaded the video of her twerking upside down while on a beach onto TikTok on July 4th. Vote Senator Mack, quote unquote, she says at the end of the 8-second clip.
Now, so you mean to tell me you couldn't say vote Senator Mack no other type of way?
Right.
You couldn't set up a video you just running through the beach like on Baywatch or nothing. You couldn't just run through the beach. You couldn't show you sipping wine with by the candlelight on the beach. You had to twerk and then say vote Tierra Mack. Go ahead.
Underneath her original TikTok, social media users left thousands of comments, a majority of which were praising the Democrat over the video.
And guess who those majority was? Who are they, Brother Corn? The majority of hold on, read it again. Just that little corner.
Underneath her original TikTok video, social media users left thousands of comments, a majority of which were praising the Democrat over the video.
Now, who was them sisters, Brother Corn? I mean, excuse me, who was those people praising her? I done gave it away. Sisters. If you can make it big off of being whore and not being educated or minded, sisters gonna praise you to the utmost. Right. And it's crazy because a lot of them even say, "Oh, I don't like listening to whole music." But guess what? They make sure they got that one City Girl song in there, that one City Megan Thee Stallion song in there, where it say "F a nigga." Broke niggas ain't whatever. Go ahead. You got anything on that?
Yeah, Sister Parak Miami, she said, "Khan, exactly. That was so shameful."
Disgusting.
Right.
That's a sister she's saying, and that's a sister, not me, not them, him or him. That's a sister.
Right.
Go ahead.
Ignore the haters. You are righteous and compassionate.
See, this is what got me pissed off right here. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all brothers know, like, dumb stuff pissed me off. It ain't say ignore the haters is one thing, because they could be hating for different things. Maybe she got a body or she in a position or knew each other from high school. But when they said righteous, but the word righteous don't even go with showing your ass. The word righteous don't go with smoking cigarettes. It doesn't go. When you hear righteous, you think about being perfect, right or wrong.
Right.
Or doing what's right or wrong.
Right.
Go ahead.
I'll start the top.
Oh, no, you can start from where you were.
Okay, come. I would love to have you as my senator, cheering you on from Connecticut. One TikTok user wrote, I love that you didn't take it down. I live in GA, but I just donated to your re-election campaign a second added.
9 times out of 10, that same preset we pulled by a shameless woman, that same woman that's writing her right now was a shameless woman, saying, I'm thankful that you didn't take it down. I want you to be that's a shameless woman. In all reality, a real woman would say, yo, take that joint down. Find a better way, yo. Put some clothes on or something. Right. You know what I mean? Like, you can't dress modest. You can't dress with a romper on and win an election. Go ahead.
God. The TikTok clip, which has been viewed more than 60,000 times, later made its way to Twitter and had been viewed nearly 2 million times by Wednesday morning after it was shared by the controversial profile.
You know what's crazy? Right now, I can damn near guarantee Lil Wayne just lost that European man that saved his life when he was like 12 or 13 years old. There's a lot of posts out here from other celebrities that don't go viral that fast. But it took for a black woman to show her ass and then call herself going for senator to get views like that. And it should show that it's not about the black woman. It's not about being senator. It's about how provocative you can actually be in America and lead black sisters to think being provocative is okay. Guess what, sister? If you support it, you're a bitch and you're disgusting. You're disgusting. Go ahead.
Come. A number of conservatives have since used the video to criticize Mack while suggesting such behavior is not appropriate for an electoral official.
Keep going.
Tierra Mack just disgraced herself and disgraced every black woman running for public office, tweeted Lawrence Spicer, a Republican congregational candidate in Florida.
All right, we gonna. I'm gonna hold that real quick. So again, disgrace every black woman. So that's just to understand. It's not about being a senator. It's about a black woman showing her behind, thinking that was gonna work. That's what she said it is.
Right.
Anything else on there? Is there a line in between when it say death threats or something like that? Or it might have been a different link. It should be to start on one of them paragraphs somewhere. I believe so. If it ain't in the it might be a different link. It ain't no thing though.
Oh, we got a comment though. Sister Barack said her niece is a lawyer, and she said her niece said that she felt very embarrassed when she saw that video. She hardly wanted to go into the courtroom after seeing it. She said it made sisters go back in time in a bad way.
And I feel as if I know what you're saying, sis. I ain't gonna get too much into it. You know what I mean? I really strongly sense I know what you mean. I feel like I know exactly what you mean. But one thing I will say, I understand where that sister come from. Because that sister didn't want to go back, and correct me if I'm wrong too on this point, sis. That sister did not want to go back in the courtroom because when everybody look at a black woman in the courtroom or somewhere in that senator area, they look at it like either is expected or that's a standard and this is what we want.
Right.
Is expected, is going to happen, and this is what we want. They're expecting it to happen. A black woman, a Spanish woman, Native Indian woman going into there, they're expecting them to show their ass. If they ain't showing their ass, why are they in there?
Right.
Why are they in here? What purpose are y'all serving all of us if you're not going to do what you're good at doing? Because the industry already speak for it.
Right.
All through the industry, you can't name one actor, except for a select few. You can't name one actor that's been popular in the last 15 years that sold herself to herself and said, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
Except for the Africans, like Tim's and Mariba. They ain't showing no butt. LMA ain't showing no butt. Heathens is not showing they behind to get where they want to be. Palooza in what that's her name, the East Indian. She ain't showing her butt to get where she want to get to. They ain't none of them doing that. I ain't even seen Hillary Clinton cleavage. Salakia. I ain't never. They're not showing nothing to get where they want. They might be doing things behind closed doors, but they have morals. They have an image that they gotta uphold for their people. But again, sisters out here, y'all want to support these nasty, these disgusting women. But again, I blame the Christian church. You know, but we're all adults at the same time, so I also blame you. Because at the end of the day, even if the Christian church say you can be naked or be a homosexual, you should realize, be like, you know what? I don't like what the looks I'm getting, Brother Quan. Let me put some clothes on. I'm tired of men always asking me the third, fourth day of us talking about how they want to get inside of me. It should just come to a point where you should be able to take self-accountability. And I'm not saying accountability, which is accountability, but self-accountability to say, maybe if I stop dressing like this, I can actually pick a different guy. You got something?
Yeah, I was about to say, dress like you want to be treated.
Dress like you want to be treated. Dress like you want to be treated. Because I remember in I think I was in 11th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, when Nicki Minaj first came out, all boys, and I'm saying boys at the time, we all, not me, I ain't really care about Nicki. I didn't. They said, Nicki Minaj, big butt Nicki, Nicki Minaj. They kept talking about Nicki Minaj behind. They kept talking, they could not get away from it. Because that was the first thing they see. First thing they see and the first thing they desire when they look at that woman. Now she behind the scenes. Don't nobody talk about her no more. Guess who they talking about? Megan. Cardi B. Who else? XYZ. I mean, Shawty. I mean, they talking about everybody else. Go ahead. Anything else on there? All right. Oh, you go ahead. I'll get that Proverbs 22:6. Whoever got it first. 22 and 6. Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 22 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Train up a child in a way he should go. Salak.
Train up a child in a way that he should go. Meaning, from the time that child get out the womb, you should have been telling that child, look both ways when you cross the street. Stop drinking after 8:30 because you're gonna pee in the bed. You know what I mean? Be in the house at 10 o'clock. And you put these certain morals down in these kids so when they get older or get just a little, or they get more mature, they understand, okay, the dishes need to be done every night. The trash need to be taken out every morning, every night, however it goes. You know, whatever y'all ratio. Son, grass cut need to be cut every 2 weeks. That's how it need to be. Change your oil every 3,000 miles. And you train that child up for it, they'll understand. Honey, close your legs when you sit down. And that's one of the heavy things. A lot of these young girls out here, they'll sit on the floor with a dress, legs open, and you'll hear certain adults, or you got to be the big brother and say, hey, close your legs, or cross your legs.
Right.
Or tell the girl, put some shorts on when you put a dress on. That's another thing back in our generation. You're not wearing no dresses, regardless how long it is, or no skirts unless you put shorts on. And you tell her that because when she get older, it's like, this is my private area. This is supposed to be the best thing I got. I shouldn't have my legs open for everybody to look at what my secret. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my secret. That's my little treasure. And you train that child up, just like boys too, but I'm talking about women. You train that child up as a way they should go. So when you train them girls with skirts on and put shorts on under their dress, they don't go out here and be showing their nakedness. They don't be going out here seeking attention from a bunch of different men. And that's why it's so important for fathers to be in their daughter's life and the mother in the same household. Reason being is for the simple fact that if a father is in the household and an uncle or a cousin wanted to give something to that daughter, what that boy should do is give it to the father. So she don't feel as if getting gifts is all right to get gifts from different men. She should be getting a gift from her father and let her father approve. Maybe not right now. I'ma hold it. So she ain't always in another man's face looking for a goddamn gift. Same thing with a mother. Keep them goddamn men out her face. Let that father be the one to give that daughter whatever gift the cousin. It don't matter if it's the grandma. Let the father give the gifts to her so she don't see like she got to get gifts out of everybody's face. You got something?
It's like, I'm laughing at what you say.
What you said?
No, I'm laughing at what you
I said it wrong.
No, it's just you make it see. That's all.
Yeah, so make sure when that's what the importance of both parents being in the household. So when a gift is wanted to give to a child, a boy is a different thing. You know what I mean? You give a boy a toy, it'll be broke by tomorrow, and they don't give a damn.
Right.
But a girl, they take heed to that. So when a gift is wanted to be given, I think that's the right way to say it, wanted to be given to that girl, let the father give it to her. So she knows my daddy gave me this. If my dad said it's okay for me to have it, if he gave it, it's okay. Not somebody else. Because now she gonna start falling in love with gifts and everything else that another man or somebody else give her. Just let her dad give it to her. And I mean, you run your household, there ain't no law behind it, but I'm setting a standard. It is no law behind it. I'm just setting the standard. I'm just keeping it G, and I'm taking it for what it is, and I'm looking at it for what I seen. Go ahead, Doc. Train up a child.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
And so by them knowing that I need to put on shorts under here, I need to do this, I need to do that, they won't depart from that. You tell them don't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. Don't show your nakedness to a man, or don't sell your box for money or weed or drugs or pills or whatever's food stamp. They'll understand that. And that's a law right there. That's today's law class. You know, I've been shallow with it, but I'm just trying to be all around and tie these other three systems from beginning to end. That's it. All right, get Ecclesiasticus 7:23. Bob Kushah. I need some more water and ice, y'all. Not too much ice. I'm gonna catch cramps. Say it again.
It's 7:23, right?
7:23.
Ecclesiasticus 7:23. Hast thou children? instruct them.
Instruct them is this. These are the instructions to life. Everlasting life.
Right.
A fruitful life. A healthy life. A righteous life. You know what I mean? A safer life. You know what I'm saying? A peaceful life. This is the instructions. Not the instructions of just you saying being in at a certain time. Because they could be in the house at 8 o'clock every day like you say. That don't mean they ain't had no goddamn orgies.
Right.
Or 6 men ain't ran through your daughter.
Right.
Or your son ain't out here being a homosexual. Go ahead.
Bow down their neck from their youth.
Humble that child. You know how they say be humble, sit down. Just simply put if you could, Bible child, put up a definition of humble real quick. And before you start, anything on there? Alright.
This is the definition of humble. Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Importance.
That's it? Yeah, that's weird to break down. But
having this definition of humble. Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance.
Basically, stop being all about you.
Right.
That's what I get from it. Stop being all about you. Sit down and be humble, man. So, go ahead with that Ecclesiasticus again. Mm-hmm.
Ecclesiasticus.
And we're going to speed it up a little bit after this, too. 7:23.
Ecclesiastes 7:23. Hast thou children? Instruct them, and bow down their neck from their youth.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 24.
Bow down their necks is humble them.
Right.
You instruct them with that Bible right there, and you humble them, and stop thinking, let them stop, help prevent them from being all about self.
Right.
And la-di-da-di-da-di. That would be a powerful child. That'd be a wise child. And you won't get that information if you ain't following the Bible. All right. We're going to speed up just a hair. Let's go Proverbs 9:13. And again, that sister don't know. She ain't humble at all. She said F nigga free. But why is it always in the media women saying is niggas the problem? And when niggas ain't the problem, how can you say if a nigga wants some ass, he got to pay for it? Then say niggas ain't nothing. Niggas ain't ish. But you letting a man pay for your behind.
Right.
Go ahead.
That was me.
You said Proverbs, right?
Proverbs 9:13.
I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 9:13. A foolish woman is clamorous. Lock, I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Clamorous.
Yeah.
Clamorous, loud, and robust. Go ahead.
A foolish woman is clamorous.
Mhm.
She is simple and
She is-
knows nothing.
She is simple. The same way y'all say y'all boss bees and this and that and this and that. Y'all saying y'all boss bees and y'all doing all this. Y'all doing all this and y'all doing all that. You are simple. Glorilla, she is simple. Tierra Mack is simple. Even Gina too. She one time thought she was a boss bee. She got AIDS now. And now she looking real goddamn simple. Simple. Simply goddamn dying. Go ahead.
Proverbs 9:14. For she sitteth at the door of her house on a seat in in the high place of the city.
That's too wild, bro. She knows nothing.
Right.
So all y'all saying y'all boss bees, y'all doing this and that, and I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna run the nigga pocket. You know nothing. Not because I said it, because the Lord said it.
Right.
So, and then just go to even that other lady that was watching, trying to battle me on Facebook. You know nothing. You know nothing. That's the Lord said you know nothing. And I stamp that. Because I can say it.
Right.
All right, go to John 8 and 32. Truth set you free. Yeah.
John 8, 32.
Come. See, what sisters got to understand, you got to come out of America. You got to be separate. All right, hold that and then go to 2 Corinthians 6 and 17 too.
2 Corinthians 6 and 17.
Come out of them. And you got to understand, you have to come out of them. You shouldn't even be joined with the other nation. And that's also another law. Law of the Lord. Do not be with these other nations. Don't do what these other nations do. Stop dwelling in what they do. Stop seeking approval. Stop feeling as if you got to be accepted. Tierra Mac.
Right.
Stop feeling like that. And y'all tag her in there too. Tierra Mac, Glorilla, and I ain't gonna mess with the other girl. She got enough on her life already.
You ready for John 8 and 32?
8 and 32, truth set you free.
John 8 and 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So you should know the truth, and the truth will make you free. So just because y'all got money and all of this, and y'all doing F nigga free this and that, all reality, what makes you so simple is the fact that all these women that say F a nigga, they don't need a nigga, they run their pocket. Guess what happened, Brother Corn? When they actually find a guy they do want to settle down with, that man ain't about them. That nigga worried about getting $1. Because they already painted a picture of how much of a disgusting whore you really are.
Right.
So what's the next best thing? Fake the funk and get what you could get out of a whore like she got out of every other nigga that was like you. Go to the next precept card.
Oh, God. 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. Wherefore, come out among them and be ye separate, said the Lord.
Come out from among them and be ye separate. Now you Christians, this to y'all. Come out from among them and be ye separate. Be ye holy. If you're really holy, you'll be separate.
Right.
If you're really holy, you'll be separate. Because even in the interview right now with Glorilla, she was even talking about how she was in the church.
Right.
And she's not separate. She's the same as you discussing Christians. She ain't separate. Only thing make her separate right now is because she got more money than the rest of us bums. That's it.
Right.
She's still a whore. But what makes the I.S.U.P.K separate is because we would not compromise. Sisters is not going to compromise. Sisters ain't even going to show their feet for $500.
Right.
Her feet is for her damn husband. Her feet is for herself. Sisters will tell you, what the hell you need to see my feet for? But sisters out there, they'll show their whole ass and the whole just for $1. What's up, Pop?
Like I said, if I make it, then these men, they're paying for women to like see their feet.
Right.
They got feet fetish.
Right. OnlyFans, you could pay for a woman's feet. You can pay to look at a woman, like where she do that little, when she pucker up with her lips. They pay to look at a woman pucker up her lips. Come on. Come on. Come on. You gotta, you weak, yo. And them same ones will sit here and say women ain't this, women ain't that. And then sisters will put all of us in a bracket because of somebody who like feet. Go ahead, Al.
Okay. And touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you.
So if you come out from among them and you ain't doing none of that unclean, none of that unrighteous, all that crap, the Lord will receive you.
Right.
But you think you can't be out here, sis, showing your behind, and you think the Lord got you.
Right.
Just like Lil Baby made this damn thing on what was it? It wasn't VMAs awards. He got some award. He had a nerve to say, "Oh, all rappers saying, oh, first and foremost, I want to thank God." You think God did that? You think you bent over and let a man do what he want to do to you? That's how you got that. Don't thank God because you want to be a homosexual.
Right.
Talking about something. I want to thank my wife. I did this for my wife and kids. I want to thank everybody that was behind me, my manager, Seth, whatever, and this and that, and this and that. And then for the most part, you know what I'm saying? I want to thank the Lord my Savior. The hell, they ain't did that. They sit here looking at you like, nigga, I wish you would call my name. They ain't do that.
Right.
Come on, man. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And
Can I like continue from the last because it kind of go flow.
Yeah, go ahead.
and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you.
Mhm.
Verse 18. And will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty.
Okay. So, what time it is? 4. I'm kind of running through this too quick. So, we went through Tierra Mack on behalf of her feeling as if just because she's a senator or whatever, she basically just got rights to do whatever she want to do, which that ain't the case. Because look at Kennedy, or ain't that the one who got shot in the limo? He thought the same thing, and look. You know what I'm saying? Mo 3 thought the same thing, and look.
Right.
King Von thought the same thing. Trouble thought the same thing, and damn, what's the brother that just passed? J.D. Youngin thought the same damn thing, and look. Look. Kodak almost died. He got shot in the foot. And they thought the same thing. They could do whatever they want and be all right. But again, Tia Mack thinks she gonna do whatever. You better get out them people's business, man. Get out their business. Because you said you're not gonna do it. All of y'all said, oh, first black president. They said Obama, which he ain't a black. He's African. Then they said, oh, a female president, and it was Pelosi. I don't even know if that's really her name, the East Indian. There's black women, you're not going to do it.
What?
And women empowerment comes from your husband. It comes from your nation. You're not going to be empowered dressing like a whore. I'm not going to empower you. I'd rather go talk to the fat girl that's covered up. I'm no real stuff. Real stuff. Real stuff. Real stuff. Just the other weekend went out and I'm like, I said out loud, like, bro, what I want to talk to these nasty ass sluts for? They boxing, they behind hanging all. I'm out loud, like, not giving a damn. Because that's how you should be treated. And more men should go about it that way. If they not educate, they should educate you. But if you rebellious and robust and loudmouth, then you should just be treated like trash. And when I say not, I'm not talking about being spit on and hit and all that. I'm just saying, like, completely disregarded. Like, a man should tell you when you want to rap with him, like, what can we do together? What can we do? You look like a whore. Tell her straight up, be a man. Be a man.
Right.
Come on, man. Can't be a coward all your life. Because if you're going to be a coward and don't tell that woman the truth, then guess what? Your daughter, you're going to do the same thing with her. You're going to tell her the same damn thing. But you're going to be sweet about it when you need to be straight up. Anything else? Somebody get Romans 7-3. 7-2. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who we get it. Lucky. Whoop. Good night. Whoever wanted it, don't matter.
Romans 72. For the woman which hath a husband is bound by the law to her husband.
So now, what is marriage? Is sex? Am I right?
Right.
So if sex is marriage, you are bound to your husband by the law. By the law. And I know I got a precept to follow up with that. What that adultery precept? I'm gonna get to y'all. You're bound to him by the law, and if you don't want to be bound to any man, stop laying down. I mean, that's as simple as I can say it. Simple as I can say it. Oh, this 7-3 is coming up. Salakia. Go ahead, Op.
So long as she liveth, but if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of the husband.
So if he dies, then that's the only way she can be free from that husband. So therefore, once that man put his rod in you, don't matter how many men you sleep with, the last one you dealt with, only way you're free from him is if he die.
Right.
Is if he die. And the spirit behind this, like Cap said, Cap knocks out, shout out to that powerful priest.
Right.
And what he always say is the spirit behind that is making you wiser and make you more observant of who you lay down with. And even deeper into that, it makes you like that for the simple fact that understand if you lay with that person and you just want rod, then you got to die with that person.
Right.
So even before that, that's why it's better to court, because it might be something you just don't like about somebody that just angers you. As long as y'all don't have sex, y'all can always just be a brother and sister. But if you have sex with them, then you're stuck with them. And if you choose to have this man as your husband and you say, damn that law, the next man might beat the unholy hell out your ass. But guess what? Who cares if you don't want to think sex is marriage? Enjoy it. Call in a hole. Huh? Beat the unholy hell out you. Simple. Simple. If you don't want to believe it, hey, start from the top out.
For the woman, which hath a husband, is bound by I'm messed it all up. So like,
You good? Take
for
time.
the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband.
She is stuck with him. She is stuck with him because of the law. The law said that sex is marriage.
Right.
Sex is marriage. And just so I can pull a precept, just in case I know a lot of y'all say, oh, sex ain't marriage, sex ain't marriage, sex ain't marriage. Yeah, whatever. Pull Hebrews 13 and 4, cuz. Let me look into that one real quick. 13 and 4.
Hebrews 13 and 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed is undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
Oh, I'm not looking for that one, not that one. James 4 and 4, that should be it. But go ahead, Brother Quan, continue where you at.
So long as he liveth. But if the husband be dead, she is loosed from the law of the husband.
So she loose from the law. So if they talking about she loose from the law, they talking about what the Lord said, not what America said. So stop thinking what the Lord said and America said is one. Because a lot of y'all say y'all hate European people and y'all hate the president, but meanwhile you say you follow the Lord, but you still want to straddle the fence in between good and evil. Because it's one side on good that appeases your feeling and one side on evil that appeases your feeling. James 4 and 4. I don't even know what precept I'm looking for. Go ahead.
James 4 and 4. Ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
Okay, yeah. That ain't it. Don't worry, don't sweat it. That's precept for another segment. Yeah, so you're married to that man. And if you don't like it, so be it. But I'm just letting you know one last time, because I'm not going to repeat myself.
Right.
If you don't believe sex is marriage, do whatever you want. But I'm telling you right now, tread lightly. And for you too, men, that's your wife. But that doesn't mean go screw all whores out here, because it might be a whore that's not worthy enough to be a wife or not fit for you, that to be your wife.
Right.
And you might not only have to be stuck with her, you might contract AIDS from her. And now you're going to die. Both of y'all going to die sick. All right, where we at? We got good time, man. Let me get Ecclesiastes 7:23, Bob Kushah.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 23. All this have I proved by wisdom. I said, I will be wise, but it was far from me.
Ecclesiastes.
Come on.
All right, Shalak is the class. Ecclesiasticus. Let me go ahead and fill that jump in.
Ecclesiastes 7:23. Hast thou children? Instruct them.
7:26.
Ecclesiasticus 7:26. Hast thou a wife after
Good
thy
man.
mind?
Oh, Salaki, that first precept was you on Ecclesiastes 7:23.
Come on.
All right, that one you was on the right one, so it might be 7:26 on Ecclesiastes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter than death, the woman.
More bitter than death. Bitter is sour. It's painful. You know, have y'all ever heard on Tyler Perry, they're like, oh, she bitter. You know, because she lose her husband leave her, and then she just go around hair falling out, hating all men, this and that. That's bitter.
Right.
And the Lord say, there ain't nothing worse than that. So I find more bitter than death, the woman.
Right.
So, I mean, just you going through that, a woman going through, somebody going through that bitter stage, you know what I'm saying, on the death note, and what's worse than that is a woman. All she gonna do is make it worse.
Right.
Good?
Whose heart is in snares and nets,
Go ahead.
and her hands as bands.
All right, we class participation. Anything on the TV? I mean, the computer? All right, so her heart is snares and nets. All right, somebody give me a somebody tell me what they think that mean, or they, if you know it, hell, tell me. Anybody online in the class, don't matter, raise your hand. Talking about what? No. I'm talking about just a breakdown on it. Yeah. Find more bitter than death. No, just start from the top.
Come on. I find more bitter than death, the woman, whose heart is snares and nets.
Her heart is snares and net, the woman. So what you think that mean, Op? And do mine. It's self-explanatory. Like, think about a snare with an animal. Think about a net with an animal or a human. Her heart is snares and nets.
A heart full of malice, hate.
Okay. What does a snare do when these Europeans want to catch a puma? What does that snare do when it locks onto their paws? Like you ever seen them snare? Like they be walking, like them show they'll walk like this, and then they'll step on something, and then they.
Oh, like a bear claw.
Yeah, bear traps.
Yeah, so also, like a heart is like a trap or something.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So now the nets is the same thing. It's just the only thing make it different. It's just, I wouldn't say it's imagery. It's just the way it's set up. Like her heart is like snares and net. Her heart would trap you like a snare or a net. And keep going.
And her hands as bands.
So when you go to jail, you like this. Bands ain't nothing but handcuffs. You know what I mean? Even when you're a slave, it's like this. That's her heart. You know what I'm saying? You can even take that back to getting her pregnant, and you literally locked up for child support.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Right.
So that's bitter than death. Men go to the penitentiary, lose their license, and that's considered a felony because they got bans on because of her heart is a snare in the neck.
Right.
Go ahead.
Whoso pleases God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken from her.
So if you pleasing the Lord, you here, you doing what you're supposed to do. All 613 commandments, you doing everything the Lord said, and you pleasing the Lord. You're gonna avoid her, but if you ain't, you will be trapped by her.
Right.
Like Chris Brown, like Nick Cannon, like Dave East, like damn Chief Keef. Niggas couldn't keep their dingling in their pants.
Right.
Go ahead. And I'm glad to bring me to another point. So now snares and nets and bands. Now think, If you contract AIDS, how do you get rid of it? We ain't got the money for it. So that now your heart is now under, since we talking about Gina too now, them same brothers, they got caught in that snare. They got caught in that net. They got caught in the band. They can't shake that.
So it's kind of like
You stuck.
It's a lot.
You know you good. You good. You stuck. Now that woman actually came out and said 8 to 10 years, she ain't know she had it. But I mean, come on, Kazimar. You're an IG model, you ain't go to the hospital, doctor or nothing. Women talking about they going to the hospital twice a year. And you mean you tell me you ain't went once in 10 years? And you're an IG model getting money? Right. Niggas fall for that, and they got caught behind that snare in that net. Now they laid up in the hospital coughing up blood. Because they want to fall behind his snares and net. That was a bitter ass woman. Go ahead. No, you got something?
Sister Parakia said her mind is always trying to trap.
Mine always trying to trap. Always. And that's heavy that sister just said, because I said it earlier. The same disgusting sister that paid $1,000 to take a picture with a sexual deviant, Chris Brown, they paid $1,000, and you got to be some type of dumbass to think it was just the pictures was over with. Right. No, it was a select few sister, or it might have just been one or two sisters that went in the back thinking they gonna get some love out of Chris Brown and try to trap him off. Possibly. Some of them might have just got some ride. Some of them might have been in you know what I'm saying, in cahoots with themselves of trying to get knocked up by him to get $1 out of him. Is in their mind. Whoever's at the top of the pinnacle, you know what I'm saying, me and you, we got ribs. Our rib here with them. But just to say if they leave and we get rich and famous, it's always gonna be that one whore out there like, I'm gonna try to get pregnant by Brother Quan or Brother Kaz or Brother I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Just because them brothers famous and I ain't never gotta work no more. That's exactly what that sister's saying. Go ahead. Oh no, that was on you or somebody was reading on Salaki. I forgot who was reading.
Ecclesiastes 7:26.
Can.
Yeah, that was it. You want to read this verse?
Yeah, let me hear it.
Behold, this have I found, says the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account.
Start from the top.
And I find more bitter than death the woman, whose heart is snares and nets. And
I'm gonna go ahead and say all sisters ain't got all that malice and hate and trickery and all that going in their mind and their heart. A lot of sisters real genuine out here, but us being in the world, being deviants and looking for that ideal sinning woman, we say all bitches ain't ish. Sisters say all niggas ain't ish. Because the simple fact that you setting the standard of what you like, and again, you attract what you are. You attract what you like. Right. You got to make a change to get what you really need. And when you find out what you need, you'll tend to like what you need. But again, hearts like snares and net, just like Gina too. That sister, no telling how big she was, but it looked like before the sister, I ain't gonna say before, but when I seen older videos and stuff, it looked like she could have been weighing no more than 125, 130 pounds. She lost all the weight, 65 pounds, 65 pounds, 27 years old. She probably was like 5'4", 5'3", 5'2". Now I mean, she ain't no bigger than the neck of this damn thing right here. No bigger than that. It hurts when she stands up. She got to have support on both sides to stand up. Not only help stand up, but to lean on them crutches. That's what your body eating your body. And again, brothers out here doing that. Nick Cannon in the hospital trying to blame it on lupus. We know what it is. He been diagnosed with lupus. It was just a cover-up. I ain't being conspiracy theorist. I ain't going into conspiracy, but that's just a way for it to be you covered up.
Right.
What's up?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. The brother had lupus for years now. Like, but it's just the fact that you wind up in the hospital now when this sister, you see what I'm saying? I just look at it for what it is. I may be wrong, but you know what I mean? And again, it's different brothers all around these regions, and these brothers got trapped. And they know, just like Kim Kardashian, everybody in the world know she's a goddamn whore. Right. Ray J had her. Kanye had her. Who else had her? No, that was 21 had that bald-headed chick. Reggie Bush?
Amber Rose. Yeah,
Amber Rose was taking my other folks. What? Travis Scott and 21 and who else? Or what? Wiz. Like they know it's whores going around in the industry, but guess what? They want to keep being wicked, and she got a trap in their head understanding that I can make money off of. Just like Cap said a few weeks ago. He said Kim Kardashian, she ain't got no skill. Only skill she know how to do is stay relevant, like Suge Knight.
Right.
Use each and every man to get money out of. She is a snare in a trap. Look at what's going on with Kanye. Look at what's going on with these brothers that could possibly contract AIDS or HIV because that other girl that was being a whore, IG model. Go ahead. That was it. All right, so we're going to get Ephesians 5 and I believe 5 and 11. And then Brother Quan get get Exodus 20 and 14. Let me know when you got it, Quan.
20 and 14.
20 and 14. Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead.
Exodus 20 and 14.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Commit adultery. So to clarify, because everybody that think they know something get fornication and adultery mixed up. Adultery is if a man sleep with another man's wife, meaning a man put his rod inside of that woman that is already having a rod put in her, is adultery. And it's also adultery is if that woman has a husband, meaning that man put his rod inside of you, you went and slept with another man, like Gina too. She has AIDS, and that's 4 men that allegedly that could possibly have AIDS and HIV. That is adultery. In everybody corner, that's adultery. Right. Everybody but the first one. And 9 times 10, that first person, whoever slept with him, slept with her off of somebody else. Because she used to get free tattoos. Either you got it from Needle or you got it from the sick tattoo artist. Right. And she say she got raped, but we just heard about Roe versus Wade rape, so I don't want to hear that right now. Right. Go ahead. Start from top again. Mm-hmm.
Exodus chapter 14. Chapter 20, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thou shalt not.
Oh snap! No, go ahead. I'm gonna check
Thou
time.
shalt not commit adultery.
If not commit adultery, again, stop looking at other men's wives like they just so voluptuous and just succulent looking. No, you should look at it and discuss like what the hell I'm gonna do with you. What can you do for me that you can't do for your husband? Everything that you feel like you could do for me, you need to be doing that for your husband. All right, go ahead, Kaz.
John Con. Ephesians 5 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
I have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
The Lord has no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. Meaning adultery. You want to follow the ways of this kingdom, Tierra Mac. The Lord does have nothing to do with these unfruitful darkness. These people that believe in this. Go ahead.
But rather reprove them.
Mm-hmm.
For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so last one before we close out. We just pushing through last precept. Zephaniah 2 and 1. Also, Maradaki, a favorite precept. Whoever want it, y'all go ahead and get it.
Hey, you want the comments?
Yeah.
All right, Sister Farak here, she said it's the looks they fall for, and it's so crazy for that model to go from man to man. Plus, she didn't think to get tested for HIV after the last one. All right.
Hey sis, that's a heavy point because again, and I'm just speaking as even in the world, me knowing women in the world who care enough about their body to say they was dealing with a guy and they heard through the grapevine or they know that he was sleeping around. They at least say, I'm tired of that nigga, I'm going to get tested. And when their results come back good, they tell their homegirls like, F that nigga, whatever the case may be. Even I knew women who actually had good breakups, good or bad breakups, and when they get ready to deal with another dude, well, when they have that good or bad breakup, they go get tested. And then get tested again before they deal with another guy. 10 goddamn years, you're an IG model, you're the whore of the industry, and I think you got raped alone, and you didn't have enough audacity and common sense to say, I need to go get tested, because I don't know who forced themselves upon me. Like Jenna Hyman said, how in the hell can you let a man jump up in the hell on you? Stop letting America make it seem as if you're stupid.
Good.
You didn't scream, you didn't kick. Ain't no man gonna just bounce up and down on you and you let it happen. Like I don't know what's going on. You didn't think about not one time getting tested. One time. Us niggas, Black, Hispanic, Asian, we don't even drink out the same cup as our parents want. Once we realize what sex is, we don't even drink out the same goddamn cup as our parents no more. Because we know exactly what the hell they doing, because what we do. Or what we was doing at that time. Go ahead, Quan.
Salaki, if I may, I was gonna say they probably like I heard them say, maybe it just slip and fell in it, I guess.
Slipped and goddamn fell in it. Slipped and fell.
Right.
Man, that you gotta be a loose whore to sit here and fall in it. Man, go ahead and put your precept, man, so I can let y'all brothers go.
You said Benaiah
2 and 1.
2 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Benaiah 2 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Hather yourselves together. Ye hather. Hold on, I messed it all up. Hather you. Hold on. Zephaniah 2 and 1. Hather yourselves together.
Mm-hmm.
Ye hather together O nation not desired.
Right.
Gather yourself together, O nation not desired. So who's the nation not desired, Cuz?
And blacks in 12 tribes of Israel.
12 tribes of Israel. And the Lord is telling us, gather ourselves together. Come together, O nation not desired.
Right.
Niggas is not desired, only what we got to offer. Don't nobody want to be black. Hispanics is not desired, only what they got to offer. Don't nobody want to be no Mexican or Puerto Rican or nothing.
Right.
Native Indians are not desired. Only thing they want is those little benefits them $5 Indians get out of Oklahoma and Kansas and North Dakota. Don't nobody want to be an Indian, alcoholic. The Lord said, gather ourselves together.
Right.
And for the sisters, once we gather ourselves together, we'll proceed to succeed. Once we gather ourselves together, the being a whoring around is never going to happen again. When it does, you'll be judged righteously.
Right.
But as for that, that conclude the class. With it, I.S.U.P.K security announcement. Where the I.S.U.P.K start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a brother and sister. When a brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limit. For 6 months, they are to be saluted on. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need your transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has a particular interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After 6 months, a brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 through 10, means 10th in Hebrew, Ma'ashra. 10% of every penny in increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department. Priest fund, free will offering, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Holy convocation. Memorial of blowing of the trumpet, first day of the 7th month, Sunday the 25th of September 2022, Leviticus 23, 24 through 25. Reminder to Akim and Akwa to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone want to be a troop in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, shalom.